As sunshine falls upon Southern California, we welcome you into Fullerton College for today's matchup featuring the Santa Barbara Foresters and your Orange County Riptide. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. My name is Jonathan Ortiz. Well, we have a battle featuring the top two teams in the CCL. Santa Barbara sitting at first place, the Riptide in second. Colin Townsend on the mound today for the Riptide as that one runs inside for a ball. 1-0. Logan Allen at the plate. A righty-on-righty matchup. Here comes the pitch. Fastball that runs inside and high. 2 balls and no strikes. Townsend will be a junior at St. Louis University this upcoming fall. Through 17 innings, he has a 1.06 ERA. Has done very well on the mound, looking to continue his success as the 2-0 is ripped towards the left side and foul. The Foresters come into the matchup with a 20-3 record in league play. Overall, they are 26-3, so they are definitely a force to be reckoned with. They have been dominating thus far as the pitch is on the outer half, drops below the knees. 3 balls and 1 strike. On the other hand, in regards to the Orange County Riptide, 13-8 in league play, 15-9 overall. Here's a 3-1 pitch, ground ball towards the left side. It'll find its way into left field, so a leadoff single to open up the ballgame for Logan Allen.
Number 4, Hank LaForte.
Got some very excited fans in the stands today. You could probably hear them, so just bear with us. Hank LaForte digs in. He's out of Cal State Fullerton.
This guy's our super fan. He's our super fan, you know?
Ground ball towards the right side, past the diving first baseman Mason McWhorter. On his way towards third is Logan Allen, so quickly runners on the corners for the Foresters. So a loud start to the ballgame, back-to-back singles. Runners on the corners with no men out for Luke Ritter.
Super fan, but he's been to a couple of our games.
Ritter out of Wichita State.
Yeah, he was here like 3 weeks ago at our last meeting. And I saw him and there's no way they start yelling.
Ritter comes into the ballgame with a .282 batting average. The right-hander delivers on the outer half. Snaps to Black for a strike, 0-1. Chase Healy awaits on deck. Michael Newstifter in the hole. Batting 6th, Tyler Hardman. Batting 7th, Ryan Cash. Batting 8th, Cameron Warren. And batting 9th, Brandon Zaragoza. No balls and 2 strikes to count. Logan Allen to open up the ballgame with a single towards right, followed by a single towards left off the bag of Hank LaForte. Here's 0-2. Misses outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Foresters hitting .293 as a team. Colin Townsend takes a peek towards first. Top half of the first inning, no score. There goes the runner. He'll make it down without a throw. Runners in scoring position, no men out for Luke Ritter at the plate. Ritter looking to boost his RBI count, already at 21. Second to Chase Ely, who has 24 RBIs. Pitches on the outer half, just misses the black. 3 balls and 2 strikes to count. With the base open, let's see what Colin Townsend decides to go with here. The right-hander delivers. Misses outside for ball 4. So Colin Townsend finding himself in early trouble. After giving up back-to-back singles, he has walked the bases loaded as Chase Ely, who leads the team in RBI with 24, digs in. Hitting an outstanding .386, So he is locked in at the plate and has an opportunity to do some damage here. That's fouled back towards the left side. No balls and 1 strike. Jake Ortega behind the plate today for the Riptide. Mason McWhorter at first. At second, Steve Curry. Playing short, Paul Gomez. At third base, Mason Hibbler. In left field, Aaron Simpson. In center field, Luke Bandy. And in right, Thomas Delgadillo. As that one is ripped out towards right. Falls in for a base hit. The runner is not held up. He actually misses. The stop sign comes around to score anyway. So a 2-0 lead in favor of the Foresters here in the top half of the first inning.
Number 20, Michael Newstifter.
Michael Newstifter digs in. Runners on first and second, a 2-0 lead in favor of Santa Barbara. Colin Townsend has yet to record an out. Takes a peek towards second, settles back in. Fastball that runs inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Tyler Hardman awaits on deck. 3 hits, 2 runs for the Foresters, and we are just in the top half of the first inning. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Nobler back towards the mound. Townsend looked towards third, thought he would throw there, decides to go to first instead. 1 man down in the inning.
Number 28, Tyler Hardman.
And steps Tyler Hardman, hitting .354 on the season. 6 RBIs. No home runs.
Their coach is notorious during summer. You miss a sign, they'll just pull you right from the back.
Townsend delivers on the outer half for a ball, 1-0. Tyler Hardman with an opportunity to bring 2 across the plate with 1 swing of the bat. The last time the Foresters were here, well, they made their presence felt. A 13-0 victory. As that is ripped out towards right center field. It'll split the gap and roll all the way to the wall. Both runs come around to score. And that's second with a stand-up double, Tyler Hardman. So, the Foresters picking up right where they left off after leaving Fullerton. They brought 13 runs across the plate then, and they have already brought 4 across the plate here in the top half of the first.
Yeah. It's pretty close, though.
A visit from the pitching coach trying to tame the emotions of Colin Townsend on the mound, who has definitely not been greeted with the start that he was looking for. He's given up 4 runs on 4 hits, has walked 1. As Ryan Cash digs in, Cash out of Oklahoma State University. Cash hitting .310 on the season. Pitch misses outside. Cash with only 1 RBI. Has 81 plate appearances. 26 hits to show for it. 2 balls and no strikes to count. Cameron Warren awaits on deck. If you are just joining us, a 4-0 ball game here in the top half of the first. A righty on lefty matchup, slap towards left side and foul. Brandon Zaragoza in the hole. The right-hander delivers. Ground ball towards the right side. The second baseman, Steve Curry, is there. He throws on over to first. 2 men down.
Number 45, Cameron Warren.
3 singles, a double, and a walk. Given up in this half inning for Townsend. Pitch runs inside for a ball. Cameron Warren out of Texas Tech.
I saw him 1 or 2 times.
Pitch pounds his own for a strike. We'll do it again. Here's the pitch. On the outer half, called strike 2. Townsend looking to escape the inning while only giving up 4 runs as a 1-2 runs way inside to even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Warren still looking for his first hit of the season. Townsend on the mound looking to keep him waiting. Slider. Nice block there by Jake Ortega behind the plate. Jake Ortega out of Cal State Bakersfield. Townsend gets the sign. The count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the payoff pitch. Runs too far inside for ball 4. So the 9th man to come to the plate, and Brandon Zaragoza.
Brandon Zaragoza.
Logan Allen, the leadoff hitter, awaits on deck. Runners on the corners, 2 men down, 4-0 in favor of the Foresters. Another beautiful day in Southern California for a baseball game. Warm temperatures as that is hit out towards short. Paul Gomez is there. He throws on over to second where Steve Curry is covering. And the inning finally comes to an end. Nonetheless, 4 runs cross the plate for the Foresters, giving them a 4-0 lead as we head towards the bottom half of the first inning here at Fullerton College. To the bottom half of the first inning we go, as Mason Hibbler out of the University of Texas leads things off against Michael Hobbs on the mound today for the Foresters. He will be a sophomore at St. Mary's University. Comes into the ballgame with a 1.23 ERA. Fastball on the outer half. Snipes a corner for a strike on 1. Steve Curry awaits on deck. Mason McWard in the hole. Batting cleanup, Brandon Alamo. That is fouled away. Batting fifth, Luke Bandy. Batting sixth, Thomas Delgadillo. Batting seventh, Aaron Simpson. Batting eighth, the catcher Jake Ortega. And batting ninth, that shortstop Paul Gomez. 4-0 lead in favor of Santa Barbara in the bottom half of the first inning. Off the end of the bat towards center field. In comes the center fielder. He'll play it on a hop. So it's open up the bottom half of the first inning. Mason Hibbler with a single.
Stepping up to the plate from Georgia Southern University, number 7, Steve Curry.
So one of the few players on the team out of Georgia Southern University, Steve Curry, digs in. Comes into the ballgame with a .324 batting average, has 6 RBIs, 1 home run. Hibbler leads off at first, opened up with a single. Fastball on the outer half, called a strike, 0-1. Steve Curry with 22 hits and 68 at-bats. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball on the outer half once again. Nonetheless, this one misses. The count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Chase Sheelig behind the plate today for the Foresters. Tyler Hardman at first. Hank LaFord at second. As the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed. 1-2. Brandon Zaragoza at short. Ryan Cash at third. Michael Newlifter in left field, Logan Allen in center, and Luke Ritter in right. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The pitcher delivers, the runner goes, throw down towards second, not in time. Mason Hibbler recording his 2nd stolen base of the season. It was a called ball at the plate, so we are at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still no men out here in the bottom half of the first inning as Mason McWhorter awaits on deck. Here comes the pitch. Runs way outside. The count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. The Riptide looking to fight their way back into this one. They are down by 4. The count is full. Pitcher takes a peek towards second, delivers a breaking ball that swung on and missed for strike 3.
Next up from Georgia Southern University, number 4, Mason McWhorter.
Righty on lefty matchup as the power hitter Mason McWhorter, who is also out of Georgia Southern University,
That guy's so entertaining.
looks to drive in his teammate.
It's definitely going to keep you awake.
Or check that. That's actually Mason Hibbler aboard at second base. Steve Curry just struck out. That just laced out towards center field, going back to the center fielder at the track, and it'll hit off the top of the fence. 1 run comes in to score for the Riptide, a 4-1 ball game after an RBI double off the bat of Mason McWhorter.
Next up from Stony Brook University, number 24, Brandon Alamo.
Out of Stony Brook University, Brandon Alamo digs in. Hitting .250 on the season. Righty on lefty matchup should favor the hitter. McWhorter aboard at second. Inside fastball for a strike, 0-1. Luke Bandy awaits on deck. We've already seen 5 runs in the ballgame. As the pitch actually hits Mason McWhorter. I thought it had just gotten away from the catcher, Chase Healy. Nonetheless, runners on first and second for the kid out of Dallas Baptist University and Luke Bandy.
Next up from Dallas Baptist University, number 1, Luke Bandy.
The Riptide looking to take advantage of any offensive opportunity as the Foresters came into the ballgame with a 1.78 team ERA. Fastball swung on and missed. Big swing there. Bandy comes up empty. No balls and 1 strike. Hobbs gets the sign. Delivers the 0-1. Outside fastball. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Thomas Delgadillo waits on deck. McWhorter at second, reached on a double. Alamo was hit by a pitch aboard at first base. The 1-1 trails outside. Bandy at the plate comes into the ballgame with a 2.65 ERA. Has 6 RBIs, looking to boost his count here. Runners on first and second. The Riptide down by 3 runs. Hobbs delivers. Misses outside once again. 3 balls and 1 strike. So both starting pitchers, despite having ERAs below 2, running into some trouble here in the first inning. Hobbs takes a peek towards second, settles back in, delivers at the knees. Looked good from here nonetheless, caught the ball. So the bases are loaded for Brandon, or not Brandon, but Thomas Delgadillo.
Stepping up to the plate is right fielder number 32, Thomas Delgadillo.
Delgadillo has been locked in at the plate. A .408 batting average, 9 RBIs, 2 home runs. Delgadillo feels right at home. He played 2 seasons of college baseball here at Fullerton. Has yet to decide where he will continue his baseball career this upcoming fall, as the fastball was swung on and missed 0-1. Tying run aboard at first base for the Riptide. A righty on lefty matchup. Hobbs delivers the pitch. Chop towards the right side will be a tough play. The second baseman flips down over to first. It gets away from Hobbs. 2 runs come in to score. The Riptide trimmed their deficit to 1.
Next up from Ball State University, number 22, Aaron Simpson.
So a pitching change for Michael Hobbs on the mound, and while things unravel, we'll take a short break. All right, so still here in the bottom half of the first inning. Aaron Simpson at the plate, a 4-3 ball game. Chopper towards the left side. The shortstop cuts it off before it reaches center. Nonetheless, Luke Bandy comes in to score, so we are all tied up at 4.
So the Foresters squander 4 runs in the first inning. And we'll recap it for you.
Stepping up to the plate from Cal State University Bakersfield, number 44, Jake Ortega.
Out of Cal State Bakersfield, Jake Ortega making his debut here at home. Righty on lefty matchup. Paul Gomez awaits on deck. The go-ahead run on third base in Thomas Delgadillo for the Riptide. 2 men down in the inning. Hobbs gets the sign, delivers. Chopper towards the right side, took a big hop. The second baseman comes in. throws across his body on over to first, and the out is recorded. Nonetheless, 4 runs crossed the plate for the Riptide. And just as things were looking down for Orange County, they have picked themselves back up to tie the ball game at 4. To the top half of the second inning we go here from Fullerton College. Well, in the second inning, in the top half of the second, Logan Allen already making his second plate appearance. He singled his first time up. Colin Townsend remains on the mound for the Riptide. The right-hander delivers. A bunt is shown, laid down nicely down the third base line. And would you look at that, Logan Allen with an absolute gem to open up the top half of the second inning. A bunt single for the kid out of Arkansas, Get to his university shortly. Yeah, the University of Arkansas. Hank LaForte digs in. He is out of Cal State Fullerton. He will be a sophomore this upcoming season. 5'6", 160 pounds. Singled his first time up. 5 hits in the ballgame for the Foresters as that one trails outside for a ball, 2-1. Luke Ritter waits on deck. Chase E-League in the hole.
Sixth appearance for the Riptide as a great ERA of 106. Had allowed just 2 earned runs in 17 innings. But is not on his game.
The right-hander delivers. Fastball on the outer half. 3 balls, no strikes. Hank LaForte hit .253 in 38 games last season for the Titans. Had 8 RBIs out of Elk Grove, California, as that fastball runs inside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Hank LaForte attended Franklin High School. Hits from the left side, throws from the right side.
Too bad he wasn't at Conejo on Tuesday when Tanner Bybee went 5 innings. And then
3 balls and 1 strike to count. Logan Allen leads off the first. That is ripped towards the right side, but into the glove of Mason McWhorter, who plays it on a hop and steps over to first. 1 man out here in the top half of the second inning.
to knock in the Riptide's
Number
first
25,
run, he takes
Luke
it 3
Ritter.
unassisted.
Luke Ritter digs in out of Wichita State University. He has walked his first time up, so no official at-bat for him. 6 feet tall, 195 pounds. Attended Rockhurst High School. The right-hander delivers, hit well towards left field. That is an absolute bomb. No doubt about it. Luke Ritter unloads
Conejo, and he does it again.
and gives the Foresters the lead back. It's 6-4 in the top half of the second inning.
Turned around and took a look. He had no chance as Ritter slaps helmets with Logan Allen, and Luke Ritter gets his fourth home run of the season.
That is the fourth home run of the season for Luke Ritter.
Chase Hill.
A day when the ball is flying here at Fullerton Junior College, it is 6-4. Santa
A total of
Barbara.
10 runs have crossed the plate between both teams, as that is a ground ball towards the right side, and Mason McWhorter flips on over to Townsend, who's covering first. 2 men down in the inning.
His pitcher for the second out.
Number
That ball
20.
was just
Michael
crushed
Newstifter.
to deep
Michael
left
Newstifter
field,
digs in.
deep. There was no doubt about it. As soon as it left Ritter's bat,
Hit a comebacker to the pitcher.
who had 4 RBIs.
His first time up, as that one misses for a ball. 1-0 the count, a 6-4 ball game in favor of the Foresters.
3 RBIs on the
They scored 4 in the top half of the first.
playing left field today.
That is a ground ball towards the left side to third base, and Mason Hibbler is there. It's off his glove, and then will go into shallow left field where it is cut off by Aaron Simpson. So as I was saying, yeah, the Foresters scored 4 in the top half of the first. They now have 2 runs here in the top half of the second, courtesy of a 2-run home run off the bat of Luke Ritter.
Number 28. Tyler Hardman.
Aboard at first.
That has scored an error
2 outs.
on the third baseman, Mason Hibbler.
4 Santa Barbara.
Tyler Hardman digs in. He had a 2 RBI double his first time up to give the Foresters the lead. Fastball that runs inside, 1 ball and no strikes.
Will stay in the low 80s.
Who knows how much longer Colin Townsend will remain on the mound for the Riptide.
Very summer-like
Has definitely struggled.
California, and the ball is
Has surrendered 6 runs, given up 6 hits.
parts of this one.
That one misses in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, Jake Ortega, but not far enough for the the runner on first to advance.
Behind both. Tyler motioning to the Forester dugout. I can't see it, he said.
So clearly, I don't know why.
He was blocked.
2 balls and no strikes to count to Hardman.
At the end of the game,
So the count to Hartman is 2-0.
Hardman out of the University of Oklahoma.
Hartman already a 2-run double in that 4-run first.
Fastball that drops below the knees.
From Townsend down
3 balls and no strikes.
and no strikes.
Ryan Cash, who is also out of Oklahoma State, awaits on deck.
Columbus University. He's a right-hander, 6 feet, 190 pounds from San
The
Juan,
3-0.
Toronto, California. Green
Fouled off the foot of Hardman.
Why not? A game that already has 9
3 balls and
hits
1 strike.
in the top of the second inning.
This is the 3rd time
Foul down the third baseline. Boy, the ball
that the
is
Foresters and Riptide face each other.
on a hot July afternoon in Orange County. 3 balls
Each team has won 1 game apiece, as that is grounded towards the left side and foul. So from 3-0, we are full at 3-2 to Tyler Hardman at the plate.
I didn't play much.
The first game was played here at Fullerton, a 13-0 lead. The second game was played
Riptide
in Santa Barbara, where the Riptide took a 2-1 win.
orange trim.
3 balls and 2 strikes. That was a huge lead from the runner on first. That's a ground ball deep towards third base. Mason Hibbler towards the line, throws all the way across, makes the play, and the inning is finally over. But not before a 2-run home run off the bat of Luke Ritter extends the lead to 6-4 in favor of the Foresters. 6-4 ball game as we head towards the bottom half of the second inning. Paul Gomez making his first plate appearance of the ball game. Out of the University of Missouri, as that one is fouled back. No balls and 1 strike. Michael Hobbs remains on the mound for the Foresters. Came into the ballgame with a 1.23 ERA, nonetheless surrendered 4 runs in the bottom half of the first. That then allowed the Riptide to tie up the ballgame at 4-4. But now he has a 2-run lead, and, well, he will hope to sustain it. Breaking ball, well located, good movement at the knees, no balls and 2 strikes. Mason Hibbler with on deck. Steve Curry in the hole. 3 hits for the Riptide. They have 4 runs to show for it. Each team with 1 error apiece. On the outer half, 1 ball and 2 strikes to count.
Thanks to them winning 3 of 4 against this Riptide team in San Luis Obispo.
We'll do it again, this time at 1-2. Ground ball towards the right side. The second baseman has it hit off his glove and into center field. So that should be a difficult one to score. And it looks like it will be ruled a base hit. Definitely a tough play for Hank Lafort. Nonetheless, the fact that he was able to cut it off and, well, he got a glove on it. So the attempt was quite impressive. No balls and 1 strike to count as Mason Hibbler digs in. Hibbler 1 for 1 today with a single. Gomez at first, he reached on a single himself. No balls and 1 strike. Off the inner half towards the right side and foul.
Absolutely beautiful day here in Fullerton.
6-4 in favor of the Foresters. We are in the bottom half of the second inning. It was a 4-4 game as we came into the second. Nonetheless, there was a 2-run shot off the bat of Luke Ritter.
Michael Hobbs, as you know, one of the undefeated Foresters pitchers, 3-0.
Count is at no balls and 2 strikes.
James Notary and Brad Demko. Each of them are 3-0. Wolf expected.
Hobbs gets the sign, delivers the 0-2. Foul tip. And I was going to say back into the glove of Chase Elig, but Elig unable to hold on. So Mason Hibbler catches a break. Remains at the plate with 2 strikes. Good sized lead off of first there by Paul Gomez, which causes Chase Elig to make his pitcher aware of it. Hobbs then proceeded to step off the rubber. Hobbs takes a look towards first, settles back in. Delivers the 0-2 pitch. Fastball that runs outside and high. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count.
Looks at a fastball outside, ball 1. That was the game, of course, when Parker Upton lost that ball in the lights and the mist and the fog in the 11th inning.
6 hits, 6 runs for the Foresters. 4 hits, 4 runs for the Riptide. Paul Gomez continues to dance at first base as that is fouled back.
Hanging slider is fouled out of play. A good battle between the right-handed Hobbs and the right-handed batter Hibbler.
There's been 1 stolen base against Chase Elig today, and that was the man at the plate, Mason Hibbler. Paul Gomez trying to do the same. Or so it looks like he is trying to. Taking a few steps off. Throw back over to first base, not in time.
We'll keep an eye on Gomez. Paul is 3 for 3 in stolen bases. The Riptide have stolen just 25.
Hobbs gets the sign. Gomez extends his lead. Throw back over once again. So Paul Gomez is definitely getting into the head of Michael Hobbs, which is what I think he is just trying to do. Not too sure if he will take off. There's a good arm behind the plate in Chase Healy. Gomez loving the attention. It's a good secondary. That's hit out towards right field. Going back to right fielder Luke Ritter makes the play. One man down.
Right field, but straight away, and puts it away for out number 1.
Next up from Georgia Southern University, number 7, Steve Curry.
Out of Georgia Southern University, Steve Curry digs in. He struck out his first time up. So Steve Curry and Mason McWhorter, both out of Georgia Southern University, playing out here in Southern California. Surely enjoying the weather nonetheless. It has been very warm lately. We are at about 90 degrees today. So we hope that the players stay nice and cool out on the field. Pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. I believe it was last Saturday I was going to an LAFC game. The game was supposed to start at 1 p.m. Nonetheless, it was moved all the way until 8 p.m. because temperatures were to reach triple digits. So for the sake of the players on the field, cool temperatures are the best, as that is ripped out towards the left center field. The center fielder, Logan Allen, doing a nice job at covering some ground as he records the second out of the inning. Steve Curry gave that one a pretty good ride, made some solid contact, nonetheless came up empty.
Stepping up to the plate from Georgia Southern University, number 4, Mason McWhorter.
McWhorter digs in. Drove in the first run of the ball game for the Riptide. It was an RBI double, as there was yet another meeting on the mound for Michael Hobbs. So Hobbs remains in the ballgame. McWhorter, as I said, 1-for-1 with an RBI double, looking to extend the inning for the Riptide. As a matter of fact, he has the ability to tie up the game. He's got some mad pop in the bat.
Good save by Illig. Caught that right on the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes.
McWhorter came into the ballgame with a .317 batting average. Also leads the team in 4 home runs. There goes a runner, fastball inside, and oh my goodness, Chase Elig is an absolute beast. Popped up very quickly, threw down to second with no trouble at all. He plays with authority, and with those kinds of plays, he deserves all the respect. To the top half of the third inning we go, 6-4 in favor of the Foresters. Ryan Cash leads things off here in the top half of the third inning for the Santa Barbara Foresters. A 6-4 ball game. No balls and a strike. Pitch misses.
Gillig, who had given up a stolen base to Mason Hibbler in inning number 1, catches Paul Gomez trying to steal.
Ryan Cash at the plate. Grounded out towards second base his first time up. Pitch is called a strike. 1-2 the count. Cameron Warren awaits on deck. Brandon Zaragoza in the hole. And if anyone gets on, Logan Allen. The 1-2 is towards the left side. The left fielder, Aaron Simpson, is there.
Cameron
6-4.
Cameron Warren digs in out of Texas Tech University. He walked his first time up. That is hit out towards center field. Luke Bandy takes a few steps back in front of the wall. 2 men down in the inning. So Cameron Warren actually gave that one a pretty good ride. To the deepest part of the field, dead center. Nonetheless, Bandy was there. And steps Brandon Zaragoza.
Number 9, Brandon Zaragoza.
Zaragoza grounded out towards short his first time up. 6-4 ball game in favor of Santa Barbara. 6 hits for the Foresters and also 4 hits for the Riptide. So the hit and run count matches each other today as that one misses below the knees. 2 balls and no strikes. Townsend delivers the 2-0 pitch. Fastball on the inner half, called a strike, 2-1. Logan Allen awaits on deck.
2 balls and a strike. Brandon has his average continuing to climb. He's up to 250.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. On the inner half, 3 balls and 1 strike.
Like a change up. Trying to pull the string, Townsend, but left it short of the plate.
Colin Townsend, as I said, will be a junior at St. Louis University this upcoming season. As the 3-1 pitch is fouled off the foot of the umpire. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
One of the players, Austin Soika. Flip that one to the up. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Count is 4, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
3 in league play. Orange County 13-8. They are in second place.
On the outer half, the home plate umpire pulls the trigger for strike 3. And sure enough, that is the first strikeout of the ballgame for Colin Townsend. A 1-2-3 inning. To the bottom of the third we go. 6-4 in favor of Santa Barbara.
Orange County 4.
Mason McWhorter digs in once again. He was up in the bottom half of the second inning.
In the batter's box.
That one is fouled towards the left side.
Thrown out will lead things off, and McWhorter fouls one out of play.
Nonetheless, Paul Gomez was thrown out at second base, which drew an end to the inning. No balls and one strike to the kid out of Georgia Southern University, and he gets hit on the leg. Looks like McWhorter was bothered by that one as he turned his face. A look of pain was on display. Nonetheless, he is aboard at first base by a hit by a pitch. And Brandon Alamo, who was actually hit by a pitch himself his first time up, digs in. So Alamo has yet to record an official at-bat. He is out of Stony Brook University, and he is looking to trim the deficit for the Riptide. They are down by 2. A 6-4 ball game in favor of the Foresters. 1 ball and no strikes.
Michael Hobbs, who went 5 innings in his last
Luke Bandy awaits on deck. Thomas Delgadillo in the hole.
runs, 3 total.
The right-hander delivers ground ball towards the right side. The second baseman is there. He throws over to short for 1 and back to first. A double play.
Double play. Beautifully done.
Hank Lafort to Zaragoza. Back to Tyler Hardman. 4-6-3.
From Dallas Baptist University. Number 1,
Stayed on the
Luke
bag,
Bandy.
and then threw a sizzler right to Hardman for the double play. And Forrester double play brought to you by Amco Transmissions at 333 Anacapa in Santa Barbara. Proud sponsor of the 6-time NBC World Series champion.
Bandy digs in. He is out of Dallas Baptist University. Has yet to record an official at-bat himself. He walked his first time up. Pitches on the outer half.
Best friend, and Hobbs will take it. Brings up Bandy, who takes
2 balls and no strikes.
1-0 now, a slider outside, 2-0.
Here's the 2-0. That slap towards the right side.
Bandy slaps one off the brick wall.
So a quick 4-6-3 double play to put an end to whatever the Riptide could have possibly had in mind. Mason McWhorter walked. Brandon Alamo grounded into a double play, and now we are at 2 men out as that one is swung on and missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Might have been a splitter. Bandy,
There's no better rally killer than a double play.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Michael Hobbs delivers. Fastball that runs high. The count is full, 3-2.
Overthrows that one a bit. Stays upstairs. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Thomas Delgadillo would be next. Hobbs hoping he
Here's the
leads
3-2
off
pitch.
the full
Runs
count.
way inside for ball 4.
Ball 4.
So Luke Bandy records his second walk of the ball game as Thomas Delgadillo digs in. He singled and got an RBI his first time up. Hitting in the 6th spot
And both of them have
Up
been
next
of
is
the
right
lineup.
fielder number 32, Thomas Delgadillo.
Dallas Baptist University. So 2 walks to the same hitter. And brings up Delgadillo.
Throw over to first, not in time.
Single.
Probably the scariest.
His first time up, advanced to third on a throwing error.
Aaron Simpson awaits on deck.
Delgadillo, left-handed hitter. Still looking for a place.
A righty on lefty.
Ball from Mission
Matchup.
Viejo. Looks at a
Runs
high
inside.
fastball that's inside.
1 ball and no strikes.
Away from it to avoid being hit. 1 ball and no strikes.
Delgadillo told me that Chico Say was pursuing him aggressively,
Solid summer, hitting
but we have yet to know where he will ultimately end up. As the 1-0 one's way outside, so a wild sequence of pitches here from Michael Hobbs.
Delgadillo has 20 hits and 49 at-bats, third on the team in hits,
Hobbs gets the sign.
second on the team in average.
The right-hander delivers towards the right side and foul.
Long on, fouled off the front railing of the Riptide dugout. Count 2 balls and 1 strike. Warder started the inning with a hit by pitch, but he was promptly erased on the double play. Bandy, a full count walk, is at first.
Michael Hobbs gets the shine. Looking to get out of the inning. There goes the runner. Chase Elig unable to make a throw down towards second base. Probably because it was a foul. I apologize for this. There's a wasp in the press box, and we've got some ladies in here who are absolutely freaking out. Nonetheless, as I was trying to say, Chase Elig was unable to make the play because it was foul tipped back into his glove, causing the delay. As that is hit back into center field for an RBI single. Thomas Delgadillo takes a wide turn. No one's holding him off at first base. Nonetheless, he will return. A 2-out RBI single trims the deficit to 1 for the Riptide.
Next up from Ball State University, number 22, Aaron Simpson.
So the second RBI single of the ball game for Thomas Delgadillo as Aaron Simpson digs in. Simpson out of Ball State University had an RBI ground out his first time up, and looks like Michael Hobbs has a short outing as the pitching change has been made. And while things unravel, we'll take a short break.